get short lunch here. And I don't think this guy's gonna do it. I think he's gonna be a little too big. Midday, it's getting close to lunchtime. Let's try to get some short lunch fish here, not these big guys. A little too big for short lunch. Nice fish. We're looking for one about half that size. That'll be enough fish for us. Let's try again.
Fish number 2. I developed a new technique to fishing these walleye this year because they were definitely jig shy, to put it lightly. They're not jig shy, they're jig terrified this year. So anyway, developed this new little technique when I was in a pinch one day when I was guiding, and as you can see, just crushed fish. I just got it back down there and started moving again. That hook's a little precarious, but I'm gonna try to boat flip this. We're actually looking for a shore luncher, so this might be the perfect guy. Oh, he doesn't want to die. Check him out, perfect. Dog loves licking them. Perfect little shore luncher for Daryl and I. Perfect 16-incher. Look at how it's hooked right inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I dispatch these fish. This is a technique I stumbled across myself. And what I like to do, sit down, you can watch. What I like to do is I just simply put 2 fingers, 3 fingers technically, under the gills. Got a really solid grip with the chin of the walleye on my palm. Then what I'm going to do is, holding the body, simply going to reach up, break the fish's neck. What this does is this bleeds the fish instantly. As you can see, it'll bleed the fish instantly, kills him instantly. There's no kicking, no flopping around. And this is, in my opinion, the most humane and the most ethical way to kill a walleye. So.
Go over to the fillet table, and Emily is going to do up our fish for us.
Hi. All right, so when I'm cleaning fish, what I do is I start with the head facing my left side. I'm going to start a cut right behind that fin there, then down to the vent. Then I'm going to flip the fish around, take the blade of my knife, I'm going to run it along that spinal cord here. And then what I'm going to do is, when I'm almost halfway down, I'm going to feel my knife, I'm going to punch it all the way through, you see. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to angle down slightly, go to the end of the body of the fillet. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to cut all the way, I'm going to leave it attached. Then I'm simply going to get my tip of my knife and run it down that spine. And the trick is to stay on the one side. See how like that. I'm just going to reinforce this cut here. And the way I fillet fish is I'm going to leave, you'll see I'm going to leave the rib bones attached to the carcass. Okay, so you see I'm just working my knife down. See those ribs are still attached. You can see I'm only attached by a little slit here, such as such. So you can see we don't have any ribs in here. We're left with a bit of belly meat, definitely edible and delicious. See how I snapped the spine as such? And I just basically am using my skin as leverage with my knife blade angled down to zip the meat off of the skin. See, look at that, perfectly left behind. What you can do is just kind of clean that up a tiny bit as needed. And then, once you're left with your fillet, a lot of people stop here. However, if you feel your fingers midway along the fillet, there's pin bones. So run your finger. They don't run all the way up. So feel the last one, which is actually right there. I'm going to get my knife, just cut horizontally to those bones. Skin, horizontally to the bones. And then see, I'm able to rip those out. I have 2 perfect boneless fillets. I'm gonna go rinse off, so I'll be right back.
right, today we are talking something a little different, and we are doing a Doritos fish batter. We're gonna try it out. I know it works well, actually. It's a fan favorite, but there's two main flavors that I would say to try. Cheese and fish don't really work for me, but may work for somebody else, but the nacho cheese is not happening here today. So we're trying sweet chili heat, and then we've got this chili lime burn. So these ones are gonna be a little spicy. These ones will probably have a little kick to them, but these are probably the two best flavors that I can think of that's going to work well on these walleyes today. So we're going to show you how to do this properly. We're going to do a bit of an egg wash. We're going to go through the whole steps, and we're going to show you how it turns out. So basically you can crush these up any way you want. The best way that you could crush these up would be to throw them in a blender and just grind them into the smallest powder possible. But today what we're going to do is just crush them up in these Ziploc bags, just so we can see how it looks and see everything what's going on. So just gonna crush them up as best I can. We've got this little wooden spoon here and this rock. We're just gonna smash them all up. These are those chili limes. They're kind of like those rolls, like those Takis or whatever those things are. But we're just gonna smash it up pretty good. Don't want any huge chunks on the fish or anything that's going to fall in the batter and burn. I can smell the spice on this already. These ones are going to be hot. Chili lime. Extra to snack on later.
Normally how my bag of Doritos looks when I go to eat them.
When you buy it from any store, this is how you get them?
Yeah, after I've been shed hunting and go to open my chips, that's how they look. Still good though.
You think, bud? He approves. All right, we've got them both crushed up here. And this goes for any type of chips you want to use. You can use any type of chips. We're just trying out Doritos here today. If you want to try any sort of flavor you want, you can use it. But we're doing the Doritos here today. Let's go. Let's get this fire going here. Got our fancy little torch lighter. These things will save you a ton of time on your shore lunch. Need some of it. Okay, we're gonna get our pan on there, get it cleaned out. Right, we're just gonna give our pan a quick wipe down. It's got it nice and warm. I added a little bit of oil to it. It was a little dry, but we're just gonna wipe it out nice and quick. Suggest you wear a set of heavy gloves for this, or a good set of welding gloves always works good. Okay, now that the pan's cleaned out, we're gonna add our oil. So when we're adding our oil, we're just trying to get just enough in here that the fries are gonna float and the fish are gonna float when they're done also. But, just gonna add a touch more. This whole container is about 1.5 liters, and I've got just about 200 milliliters left here. So just about 1.5 liters of oil, which is a fair bit, and you can reuse it if you want, but we'll see how the chip batter does. Any sort of batter that has like cornmeal in it or any sort of cracker meal, it's just gonna burn your oil up really fast. So first thing we cook when we're doing shore lunch is always our fries first. The reason we do that is the fries are the side to the fish. Nobody likes eating cold fish, so we get the fries in there first. You know, if you have a couple batches of fries to do, the other ones can sit warm. You can keep them warm somehow, wrap them in tin foil any way possible. So we've got one in the oil here right now. You can see the oil's just getting about the right temperature, so we're gonna add the rest in. Okay. All right, we're gonna try out these new beans today. These ones are made in Canadian whiskey, so we're gonna try them out. Just gonna crack them open. I'm gonna set them on this rock here right beside the pan. Let's see how they turn out. These fries are pretty much done. We're gonna get them out here. Nice and golden brown, nice and crispy. If you soak them in water or pre-fry them even, some people will soak them in water and then fry them once quick and then fry them again, and you'll get a super crispy fry out of it. Bit of Cajun seasoning on there. So we got to do an egg wash here. So I brought 2 eggs out. I just transport them in little Ziploc containers. That way they don't get smashed on you. And smash it up a bit. The other way of doing this is to just bring whole liquid eggs with you in one of those cartons. A little easier than transporting fragile eggs everywhere, but being that we're back in the bush here, I didn't have access to that, so all we had was eggs. So we also got a bag of flour. So you have to pre-coat this fish in the flour before you do anything. So we're gonna take it out of the wash bag, put it right into the flour, coat it in flour, then we're gonna put it in the egg wash, then we're gonna put it in the Doritos fish batter. So I do these one at a time so you can see them. So we're gonna coat that one in flour. Then we're gonna go into our eggs. Then from there, we're gonna go into our chosen fish batter. Speed this up a little, let's get a few in there. Coat it in the egg wash. So it's going to coat it up real nice here. You can see that sticking to it really well. It looks pretty good. Let's try the chili lime here. Okay, check that out. Both coated up, super nice. Look at those. All right, these are all done, so I pulled them off the fire here. Just the fire was getting way too hot, so pulled them off the side. They're still gonna cook in the pan, but they are done. So let's grab our nice little serving trays here. We're gonna get 1 basket of chili lime. The chili lime stayed nice and red actually. Nice red color to them. Pretty easy to tell the difference. That's another chili lime. And then the sweet chili heat stayed nice and orange. Okay, check that out. Sweet chili heat and chili lime burn. We're gonna see how these fare out here. I'm gonna say the chili lime is gonna be better. Not so sure about the chili heat will probably be pretty good, but I bet you that extra kick on that chili lime is gonna be really good. All right, so we've got the chili lime burn right here. It's got a nice red color to it, nice texture too, like the really nice flakes, really crunchy. Let's take off a piece here, check that out inside. See that red even on the inside? Look at that. Fish is done perfectly. We're gonna try it out here. That's got a lot of crunch to it. That's good. You can taste that that chili and lime in there, and there's a lot of kick there with that burn, I guess. But man, that is a good batter. I like that one. That one's really good. That might take the cake. We'll see. We're gonna try that sweet chili heat here. I'm gonna take another bite of this one first, though.
Crunchy.
Super crunchy. That one's good. So sweet chili heat. Let's try this one out. Break off a piece. Turned a little darker than I thought it would. I thought it would stay nice and bright orange, but it darkened up a little bit in that oil. Let's try it out. They were all cooked the same time, same length of time and everything. It's got that sweet flavor to it. Pretty good. Not a lot of heat to it. I'm probably when you cooked it, it took out that. You know, if you've ever had that flavor of chips before, they do have some kick to them, but I think when you cooked it, it probably cooked it down. But has that nice sweet flavor to it. Still nice and crunchy, but I think the chili lime burn, that's gonna take the cake for me. That's gonna be my my next one go-to for sure. But yeah, we're gonna finish this up here and clean everything up, head back to the camp. And you know, it's last day today, last day with guests. Everybody flies out tomorrow. That's it, we're done. Slippery Winds is coming to an end.